It looks like up next we will have Zeeker and Becca.
Awesome. Zeeker and Becca. Now, Becca, I'm not too familiar with. Zeeker is a young, upcoming Marth grinder. You'll see them all over Twitch chats, everywhere, always playing, grinding the game in Discord. Zeeker definitely very talented and a bright future. Becca, I'm not too familiar with.
I'm not too familiar with Becca either, but guess what? Becca is a Zelda, and
there we go.
Are here
to
rep the Twilight Princess herself.
This is awesome. So Becca actually went game 5. Yeah, with a cure. So, you know, we saw what Akira did with HBox earlier, going to game 5 with the DK. So Becca definitely a formidable opponent for Zeeker here.
We got some mid-tier monsters here today.
Yeah, the DK and the Zelda showing up big. Now, the cool thing about Zelda is her options, you know, overall are limited, but out of shield, having the fair and the bear to kind of cover both sides, right? Basically, if you're Marth, you have to be so careful not to mess up on Zelda's shield, because Zelda coming out with a lightning kick, either way, on a small stage like Yoshi's, could send you in his last zone really quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And something I think to watch for with Becca and how they control their Zelda is going to be using those platforms to get a bit extra movement and just try to mix things up. You see a lot of these wavelands onto the platform, and it's just to get enough space to get away from the Marth and then come back in with those lightning kicks just like that.
Yeah, Becca
doing a great job.
Yeah, and Zeeker kind of chucking quite a few forward smashes willy-nilly, and there's another one that he got punished for, but it wasn't the sweet spot of the hitbox, so it wasn't that bad that time. But I think that's how we've seen Zeeker lose a couple stocks here, is chucking out those up smashes a little bit randomly.
Absolutely.
Okay, how's Becca going to get to the ground? And Zelda above Marth is kind of a nightmare. That's absolutely last place Zelda wants to be, is above a Marth, you know, kind of covering the ground with those up tilts and even maybe the tipper hitbox of the forward smash.
Absolutely. And Becca looking like an absolute monster with these wavelands. Just smooth as butter.
Absolutely smooth and just, you know, deceptive movement, keeping Zeeker guessing. And Zeeker, you know, he keeps smashing the C-stick, trying to make something happen, but right now at this moment he's behind. Another missed forward smash. Definitely a troubling trend for Zeeker right now.
An amazing 5-hit combo there by hitting Marth with the entirety pretty much of Zelda's forward smash. A great multi-hit move that usually I think is pretty easy to smash GI out of, but you know, credit to Becca.
And one thing about Zeeker is I do believe he is a younger player, and in that regard, Zelda might be a matchup that maybe a Melee OG would have a lot more knowledge in. But Zeeker, you know, he might be out here wiping up Foxes, wiping up Falcos, but when it comes to a Zelda, he might be like, what do I do?
Absolutely. Very, you know, very limited Zeldas in competitive play. You know, shout out to Rian, you know, one of a Washington local Zelda, great floor modder.
Yeah, I know of Rian, the Lake, Pine Online.
Some classic.
Many folks.
Just like that, so Zeeker able to get a quick little stock there, you know, just ended early with the forward smash, and it's now
bringing it back.
Yeah.
And you know, with forward smash, maybe he's thinking, you know, if I keep swinging, it's gonna hit eventually.
Yeah. Oh, and Zeeker up B's the wrong way after that Thunder Cats. It could have been over with that up smash on the top platform. Unfortunately, he misses it. Little scramble happens, and then he SDs, and that's just how Melee works. Sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, who knows if it's controller, or if it's just a little, you know, nerves popping up in the set, but things like that happen all the time, and you kind of have to account for it.
So we got Becca up 1 game on Zeeker here. A Zelda taking the lead over this Marth.
Yeah, Becca saying, take your tier list, and you know what you can do with your tier list? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Zeeker still chucking them out. That's 2 forward smashes in 2 seconds. I mean, you know, one of Marth's best moves, definitely one of the best moves in the game. You got to check it out. Big tipper down smash. I really like that from Zeeker.
And something interesting I'm seeing with Becca is that Becca's using the Zelda up B really early when above the Marth to try and just mix up where they're landing so that they can keep it a bit trickier and not get punished as hard. Zelda, very floaty, and, you know, in general, pretty laggy at a lot of moves outside of things like down smash and lightning kicks, things like that. So it's important to kind of, you know, keep her moving. Keep her guessing just like that. Another waveland back air. Just The bread and butter so far for Becca has been these platform movement aerials, finding so much mileage out of it. Oh, but that tipper hurts so bad.
Watching Becca play is such a treat right now. Just watching the control and the conscious mix-ups that Becca has to employ to find openings on a character like Marth, right?
Yeah.
Where you can see Zeeker just letting the forward smash rip, whereas Zelda doesn't really have that luxury. They really have to, you know, take some insight into their opponent's habits and you know, make these conscious mixes to find ways in, and with whether it's edge cancels, the wave lands off the platform, they have to find a way in on the Marth, which is very difficult. And Becca, you know, game one showing that they could do it.
Yeah, Zeeker, this game's just been able to hit the tippers when they've needed them, right? I mean, lots and lots of early tipper kills here that, you know, really, really hurt, especially with Zelda, who's a bit floatier, you know, a little bit harder to kill, and so these tippers are just ending stocks way, way early, and it's a lot harder for Becca to get enough openings to actually have these lightning kicks kill, right?
And on a bigger stage like this, Becca, you know, still has the platforms, but it's tougher to move around on a character like Marth so much quicker than Zelda, especially with the horizontal movement, right? On Yoshi's kind of a cramped stage, Zelda can kind of hang, but not so much on Pokemon, as we just saw.
Yep, absolutely. And Marth's just able to keep Zelda in the corner on that last stock, right? Just basically saying, I'm not really scared of you if you're just rolling around and you're on the ground. I'm okay. I'm gonna be able to, you know, crouch cancel things and, you know, get out of things. I'm not worried about you hitting me with the back air at 2%. I'm fine.
Yeah,
and
imagine we'll see Fountain here if I had to guess. Yeah, there it is. Again, that smaller stage, right? Platform heights, all kinds of crazy.
Absolutely. Becca, it seems too, is just, you know, a bit more comfortable slipping and sliding around platforms, which is something that Fountain, you know, can do a really good job of affording players that are a bit more, you know, a bit more custom, a bit more into their movement.
Absolutely. Yeah, Becca, honestly, like, so much sauce on this Zelda. Like, I'm really becoming a fan just watching this set. The way they
great
move
use
around
of down
is
smash
incredible.
there, right? Just comes out so quick. Doesn't send him very far, but sends him far enough that, you know, Becca able to just hop on and re-grab the ledge.
Yeah, Becca with a platform is scary. I think the way that they use these platforms to just, you know, get the slide off into the fair or the back air, just like that, it's been the way they've won pretty much every neutral interaction that they have.
Yeah, and a great down smash there to knock on the miss tech. This is the scary part for Becca, trying to find some sort of ground once they're off stage and recovering. You know, Marth's so good at that.
Oh,
but
and the aggressive option from the ledge.
Yeah, you don't need to get greedy there, and getting greedy is going to cost him a stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Becca finding the way down.
Oh, and gets a grab. Wow. A grab into a lightning kick. This is some good damage here from a stock that, by all intents and purposes, should have been gone a while ago. Zeeker here. Let's see if he goes for something to
Oh, the Nehru's love popping him off. Oh, but that up tilt finding Becca with the tipper hitbox.
This is going to be a big stock for Becca. Becca's able to get it nice and quick, not take too much percent. Will find themselves in a very good position here going forward.
Absolutely. Then they could play the slow game for the last little bit and kind of wane Zeeker down. Zeeker trying to stay solid, trying to find their way back into the match. Getting hit with the dash attack, send him up. Not really a amazing combo follow-up opportunity for Becca off that.
Yeah,
oh, the triangle jump dodge.
Becca's been able to do some follow-ups though off these dash attacks. It's not always been consistent. I'm not sure exactly if it's a percent-based thing or depends on what hitbox of the dash attack they hit with. However, you know, in general, it's been, you know, a mix of risk and reward here as to whether or not it really follows up in anything. But another back air sliding off the platform.
Yeah, Becca heading into, you know, it's 1-1 right now, and they've got the lead, so they want to head into that next match, you know, 2-1. Throwing that forward smash out, finding Zeeker.
We've seen Zeeker been able to have some stocks, though, not take a lot of percent. It's going to take another one of those.
That Nehru's love finding the shield, getting shield grabbed. Yep.
And that's something that I think Zeeker can be doing a lot more is shielding, just because, Zelda doesn't have a great option off the grab. The grab's slow, you know, you have to be able to react to it with a spot dodge, anything like that. Maybe an out of shield option. So in general, maybe just seeing Zeeker shielding more might be something that that kind of happens the rest of the set, especially depending on how this game goes. Becca, 5% here, but as a Zeeker.
There it is. And we're going to last stock. Zeeker sitting at 68%. Becca's got a little extra credit to pass the class. Catching that forward smash, though, in the corner. Spooky for Zelda. Okay, a little shield drop back there. Not finding the sweet spot. Zeeker is Becca in a combo.
Yeah, Becca here just trying to get down, see if they can land a lightning kick here.
Wave dash of a shield into the grab.
Ooh, it looked like there's a chance there for a lightning kick, but now it's really scary. You're under Marth. You're at high percent.
Big dash attack.
Strong aerial should do something.
Okay, Becca walking in the corner, holding the shield. No, and Zeeker will throw the forward smash. Baited it out.
Aerial. We said any strong aerial will do it, and that's what Zelda succeeds at, with punishing those laggy Marth moves. Saw the forward smash coming, held shield, held strong, and won the game.
Yeah,
Becca up 2-1.
Yeah, Zeeker being very liberal with the forward smashes and ends up being his downfall there, finding it right on the shield, and Becca's ready for that every time.
What a great set.
Yeah, this is super interesting.
Really fun mid-tier sets today, and love to see it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of character diversity going on. Galint Summer Open, top 32, East Coast. We're heading into Becca versus Zeeker, game 4.
And we're on FD, which should be a bit interesting here. Obviously, Zeeker, I think, trying to get away from these platform stages. That's where we've seen Becca do the most damage, is anytime Becca has these platforms available, being able to slide through them, shield drop down through them into these aerials, just in general has had very crisp, clean movement, and that's been, part of what Zelda has to do to mix things up. I think we're going to see, we've already just seen a few of them, these wave lands just to get space, right? Wave landing backwards to try and get away from the Marth. Doesn't end up kind of converting anything, which is still the problem. You've still got to outspace the Marth, so even if you're doing these tricky movement options, you actually have to find the right timing for it as well, where Marth's throwing out a move or something like that, so you can actually get it to punish, especially because Zelda's such a slow character. It's going to be very hard. We're seeing a lot of these wave dash back forward smashes just to try to catch the Marth coming in.
Yeah, on FD, when you're playing that kind of horizontal neutral, when Marth has such a crazy dash dance, and as Zelda, your mobility options are really limited, you got to do some tricky stuff to get the jump on the Marth. And to see Becca even hang in here on FD versus a character like Marth with Zelda, very, very impressive. And I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing more Becca gameplay in the future.
Yeah, and some really crazy ledge options from Becca too. We've seen just some little hack dash type movement here from Zelda. Some sort of moonwalks.
Oh,
very nice.
Becca is sick. Look at this combo. Started with the waveland backwards off the ledge to find a lightning kick. Goes for a spike there on the Marth recovery. What is this? What are we? This is 2022, folks. You're seeing Zelda Marth in the top 32 of the tournament.
And it's something I've said when I've watched Rhiannon play before, but Zelda can almost be played a bit like Ganondorf, of kind of using these tricky mix-up waveland, sliding around into a forward smash, you know, stuff like that. Just it's very hard with these, you know, slower characters to find your hits, and so relying on the platform movement and things like that is so important to actually kind of space yourself the right way and get around some of these characters that just have a lot more range standing still.
Yeah, Becca, as you said, very, very impressive off the ledge. Like, so many different mix-ups coming off the ledge, whether they're jumping forward, wave landing back, things like that. You mentioned the hack dash, like movement, aggressive options.
Ooh, forward smash in a row.
Yeah.
God, we just watched 4 forward smashes from both players back and forth.
Both characters, yeah, both characters have boiled down to singular brain cells, and they're now hucking forward smashes. Oh, and there they are again playing neutral. I see other moves now. Another forward smash.
Play neutral, aka forward smash, forward smash. Yeah, resetting a bit more here. Becca, obviously in you know, not the best position here. But this is Final Destination. Definitely not a
Another
stage
forward
that I would be the most comfortable on. You know, taking away the platform options just takes away so much movement, so many choices.
Yeah, I think Becca displaying just the mixes, and there's another kill bringing it to the last stock. Becca displaying like the mixes that they're getting on Zeeker. It's so impressive when you just actually like having played the game, like you know what I mean. You guys have all played. You played Zelda for fun. It's on stage. Zeeker's off stage.
If Becca grabs the ledge there, this set is over. And Zeeker, though, now has another chance. Becca, see if they can get something out of this extra life.
Forward smash, are they going to make it back? Oh, he whips the forward smash the wrong way.
Into a lightning kick. This could be very, very big here.
Becca goes to ledge. Oh, gets the slow get up over 100%.
Slow get up.
Oh, this time makes it off.
Do a lightning kick.
The Dim's fire not covering.
This is so close.
They get caught with the up tilt. How is Becca gonna make it back to the stage? Gets the ledge one more time. On the ledge. Oh, the first hit of the nair connecting, not the second one.
So hard.
Way off stage. Oh, this could be Becca's last chance right here. Oh, that down smash.
Great option there, because even if Becca was able to get past the Marth, it still clipped, right?
Absolutely. As the world's newest Becca fan, I'm excited because now we get a game 5. So we just get even more gameplay coming up to you guys right now. We're heading into game 5. Becca versus Zeeker.
You know?
Yeah, on FD. So, you know, Becca, where are we going to see maybe Battlefield? Yep. Battlefield. I've been spot on with these stage calls.
You've been on point with your character and stage counter picks here.
Here we go.
Man,
that's early. That's huge.
0 to death from Zeeker. Yeah. After that really close game 4, Becca gonna have to dig deep, try to find something within themselves.
Yeah, Zeeker
that's how it starts, though.
Zeeker looking like he's got a little more pep in his step on this last game. Like maybe at this point he's amped up.
He's adjusted a bit for sure.
Absolutely, he's decided to play a little more aggressive on Zelda, which is a character that you can do so. You know, on a powerhouse like Marth.
Becca still able to find the lightning kicks this game, though. Problem is that's been a lot of other things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Marth has a lot more freedom to kind of miss big things because, you know, better recovery, better really everything than Zelda. And being able to make more mistakes than Becca is able to. And Becca definitely getting punished a lot harder for the mistakes that they do make.
It's a great stock taken there from Becca. Unfortunately, just, you know, 6 or 7 different lightning kicks effectively. And, you know, that's a hard game to play. We got a crazy forward smash hitbox on that one. But it's a hard game to play when you're, you know, trying to hit these strong aerials. You know, imagine a Captain Falcon that was only hitting strong knees in order to get kills. That's a hard setup. And, you know, it's very hard at these lower percentages to actually kind of get combos as Zelda. We've seen a few of them from dash attack, a few of them from grabs and things like that, but those are hard to find and often rely on with punishing your opponent.
Yeah, I'm just so amazed watching Becca just kind of weave around the stage, weave around the sword, kind of dodging all the hitboxes from Marth. Like, look at that, just even that air dodge downwards. Like, this Becca is, what they're doing right now is very impressive because Zeeker's a very, very, very solid player, playing one of the strongest characters in the game. So for Becca to even take it this far, like, I'm a fan for life at this point. This is incredible.
Yeah. It's a very hard spot to come back from now as a Zelda, but in general, this set has been a great display of what kind of Zelda can do, how much, you know, kind of read-based, you know, mix-up movement stuff, you know, you can really have just like that. We've seen, you know, usually in the corner versus Marth is so scary, and it's not that it's not scary, it's that Zelda has a bit of counterplay there, being able to just float off stage, but that
there it is
going to do it.
GG's.
Zeeker comes back after being down 2-1, I think, to beat Becca and go on to losers round 4, where they will be playing none, it looks like.
That's spooky, yeah. And that is going to be it for me and